Here is a bitter truth. 90% of the money you spend on tactical or camping gear is actually just buying frustration. Online marketing wizards always use flawless, cinematic angles to turn completely useless items into ultimate survival masteries. Today, as a hardcore survivalist, I'm doing something the shops will absolutely hate, exposing the fatal flaws of 20 viral items dominating the market right now. Some are overpriced garbage, but if you know how to place them in the right context, they become absolute masterpieces. Watch this to stop wasting your money, especially on the final holy grail item at the end of the video, something everyone calls pointless, but professionals deeply crave. If you think venturing into the woods only requires a cheap gas lighter, you've never tasted a torrential downpour that paralyzes standard ignition tools. Don't waste your money buying this if you only intend to light a standard stove inside your tent. It burns way too aggressively and runs out quickly. Yes, I am talking about the Survivalware Stormproof matches. The major flaw here is the price and limited quantity. Use them recklessly, and you'll run out in no time. But why do professional survivalists consider it an absolute must-have in their rescue kits? Because it possesses windproof and stormproof capabilities that defy all limits. The matches are safely housed in an ABS waterproof container that can take a beating. Whether you face heavy rain or gale force winds, just one strike, and it burns reliably regardless of the circumstances. This is an everyday cooking gear. This is a literal lifeline for emergency preparedness to keep you warm in the backcountry. A backpack with a half-and-half hybrid design that cuts your storage space in two. What can you even fit in here? Anyone planning an extended mountain trek with this will be crying because there's zero room to stuff a sleeping bag. That is a fatal mistake when using the Bindle 2-in-1 backpack cooler the wrong way. This design splits the space completely, an 18-liter upper compartment for gear and a 12-liter lower insulated cooler. Use it for the wrong purpose, and it becomes a clunky, useless monster. But what if your context is a short outdoor adventure, a chill day at the beach, or a light day hike? It instantly transforms into the king of convenience. Instead of lugging a massive, heavy cooler, you just throw this surprisingly lightweight, 2.4-pound pack onto your shoulders. The lower compartment perfectly fits 12 cans, keeping your drinks chilled for hours thanks to its weather-resistant exterior and thick insulation. Refreshments are ready, and it even has a built-in bottle opener, more than enough for a hassle-free trip. Strapping this thick rubber band around your forehead makes you look like a coal miner. It's bulky and totally lacks that aggressive, tactical aesthetic. Anyone who loves rugged tactical gear will hate this lamp at first glance. Plus, if you turn it to maximum brightness in tight spaces, the wide floodlight completely blinds everyone around you. But don't throw this Night Buddy LED headlamp away just yet. If you need a genuine hands-free navigation tool to pitch a tent or cook in pitch blackness, this thing is undefeated. Boasting a formidable 350 lumens of LED brightness and an ultra-wide beam, it completely eliminates the blind spots that traditional flashlights suffer from. On top of that, an IPX7 waterproof rating makes it immortal under heavy forest rain. It integrates 5 versatile lighting modes including steady red night vision and SOS signaling. Just a wave of your hand triggers the motion sensor to turn it on or off. No more fumbling for buttons with muddy or greasy fingers. When you're exhausted after hiking all day, sitting around waiting for a self-inflating foam pad to suck in air feels like a massive test of patience. On top of that, when packed down, it still takes up significant volume inside your pack compared to a pure ultralight air mattress. That is the annoying flaw of the ThermaRest Trail Pro sleeping pad. But why are elite adventurers on backcountry expeditions willing to pay top dollar for it? The answer is the exceptional thermal insulation with an R value of 4.4. Featuring a sophisticated Delacour construction that blends thermal foam layers with alternating air ridges, this pad acts as an impenetrable barrier against the freezing ground. Whether you are sleeping on sharp gravel or the frost-bitten ground of a high-altitude ridge, the advanced wing lock valve ensures a smooth setup for a warm, hotel-like sleep. Trading a bit of pack size for your spinal health and warmth is a no-brainer. Camping is meant for resting, So why are you hauling heavy steel frames and a wood stove into the wilderness just to sweat over a 1-hour assembly under the hot sun? If you belong to the quick and easy, instant setup crowd, this bulky gear setup is a literal nightmare. But for enthusiasts chasing luxury portable relaxation, the Sweat Tent Portable Sauna is a holy grail. Imagine setting up this high-quality ripstop Oxford 210D nylon sanctuary in a misty valley or next to an ice-cold mountain stream. The specialized thermal insulation allows the tent to retain heat flawlessly up to 200 degrees Fahrenheit without losing a single degree. After immersing yourself in a deep heat therapy session, you step straight out into a freezing natural stream that is a level of private rejuvenation no luxury hotel can ever replicate. A water flask that holds less fluid than a standard soda can, yet weighs as much as a solid steel brick. You'll die of thirst carrying this into the deep woods. If you bought this just to hold filtered water for long hikes, you fell for a massive gimmick. This heavy object is the VSSL insulated flask. Its obvious flaw is the tiny 8-ounce capacity because the bottom half was sacrificed for a completely different piece of tech. But look at it as a high-end EDC lifestyle gear piece. The housing is made of rugged 304 stainless steel, so tough that a pickup truck couldn't crush it. The double-walled insulation keeps your drinks chilled for 10 hours. The absolute selling point is the base cap, which houses a weatherproof true wireless speaker with crisp sound that pairs with up to 5 devices simultaneously. Sipping spirits while playing acoustic tunes around a fire, utilizing a double-port drinking cap that doubles as a carabiner, this is a luxury item built for enjoyment, not a generic water bottle. Who in their right mind carries a tangled mess of electrical wires into the woods like they're decorating a Christmas tree? Just imagine sitting in the dark, trying to untangle these thin cords, and then awkwardly hanging them around tree branches where a single sharp twig could snap the wire. That frustrating weakness belongs to the BioLite NanoGrid lighting system. But if you want to set up a comprehensive off-grid lighting system for an entire family camp, nothing beats it. The central power light hub pumps out a powerful 450 lumens output while acting as a heavy-duty rechargeable battery bank for your phones. From there, you daisy-chain the micro-site lights to create beautifully distributed ambient illumination across your entire site without blinding anyone. It seamlessly transforms a pitch-black wilderness into a warm, welcoming outdoor homestay. It looks exactly like a giant cocoon hanging from the trees. Zip yourself up inside this during a humid summer night, and you'll bake alive inside a literal nylon oven. Plus, every time you need to step out in the middle of the night, you have to fight your way through multiple layers of zippers. That is the annoying reality of the OneWind Zipper Hammock Wind Sock. But if you are a hardcore hammock camping enthusiast braving freezing winter trails below 40 degrees Fahrenheit with biting frost, this lightweight fabric cocoon is your ultimate savior. It creates a robust all-weather protection barrier that is entirely windproof and water-resistant, trapping a pocket of warm air around your hammock quilt. The double-sided zipper allows smooth entry and exit from the inside. Let the freezing winds howl outside. The microclimate inside the shield remains perfectly warm and dead calm. Paying premium money for a lantern that features a cheap-looking frosted plastic globe and a modest output of just 130 lumens, it looks like a weak firefly in a wide-open campsite. Anyone who loves classic brass or vintage glass lanterns will scoff at this design. Sadly, this is the UCO Rhody LED lantern. Its plastic shell is impact-resistant engineering grade, but it definitely lacks premium flair. However, what makes this an absolute king inside a tent is its proprietary magnetic lanyard hanging system. The cord utilizes a powerful magnet, allowing you to instantly snap the light through tent fabric or around thin branches without fumbling with hooks, creating instant hands-free lighting. The body features a highly shock-proof rugged construction and doubles as a portable power bag for emergency phone charging. This is a purely utilitarian piece of camp gear built for function, not for Instagram photo shoots. Hauling this massive, heavy power brick on an outdoor trip feels more like manual labor than relaxation. On top of that, this modular design with detachable batteries is highly sensitive. Get sand, dirt, or moisture into those open connection rails, and the system throws an error code, turning into an expensive paperweight. This fussy machine is the Ubiatom Origin 800. If you don't keep your gear spotlessly clean, it will fail you. But for content creators running multi-day off-grid expeditions in remote areas, this portable power unit is a literal life support system. It features a massive capacity backed by a swappable battery system that lets you chain power modules flawlessly. It runs heavy-duty electronics easily via 13 versatile output ports. The premium selling point is its modular add-ons, a clip-on reading lamp and an actual built-in cup cooler to chill your drinks. You could even operate it completely hands-free via an AI voice assistant. This is a highly advanced power hub for professionals. A camping axe with a saw blade cut right into its spine looks versatile on paper, but hitting dense hardwoods will send shockwaves back into your hand and dull or bend those saw teeth instantly. Furthermore, removing metal from the spine shifts the center of gravity, reducing the head weight and making your chops shallow compared to a traditional hatchet. This is the classic mistake people make with the Delacour camping axe. But if you are a bushcraft minimalist who needs a single tool to clear small branches, notch tent pegs, and saw precise firewood frames without carrying extra gear, this high-grade stainless steel axe is a masterpiece. Let's face it, the fiberglass reinforced handle features a highly comfortable ergonomic handle that absorbs impact beautifully. Instead of packing a heavy axe and a separate bow saw, you just slip this sleek tool onto your pack. It chops cleanly, saws smoothly, and keeps you moving light. Spending a premium on a tiny stove kit that holds a measly 0.5 liters of water, not even enough to boil a couple of eggs for a group, is a massive waste if you're camping with friends. The flame is entirely concentrated in a tiny central jet. If you try to fry eggs or sear meat in this pot, you will instantly burn a black hole into the center of your food. This is the frustration of the Primus Feed Zone collection if you use it for camp cooking. Its true genius only unlocks when you are a solo traveler doing high-mileage bikepacking or ultralight outdoor exploration. This specialized kitchen system utilizes a proprietary laminar flow burner that pumps out 10,500 watts of power, boiling half a liter of water in under 2 minutes in high winds. The built-in piezo igniter sparks instantly without matches, and the entire cooking setup packs down flawlessly inside the pot, mounting cleanly to your bike frame. Fast, ultralight, and highly efficient. Trying to haul this massive, incredibly heavy steel grilling rig into a remote wilderness campsite means you'll throw your back out before you even get past the parking lot. It's bulky, takes forever to assemble, and eats up your entire truck bed. If you want lightweight portability, avoid the KUDU grill's lineup entirely. But if you are hosting an epic open flame cooking feast at a tailgate or a car camping site right next to your rugged overlanding rig, this open fire grill is god tier. It accommodates multiple fuel options, allowing you to cook over lump charcoal, briquettes, or raw firewood collected from the forest. The absolute masterpiece feature is the elevation control. You can swing and lift the grill grate and cast iron pan independently for precise heat control. It's not just a grill, it's the ultimate focal point of premium camp hospitality. Dropping the price of a premium high-end tent just for a blanket to throw around the dirty wilderness seems insane. If you get thick mud or grease from camp food smashed into these delicate baffles, washing and drying a premium down blanket at a remote campsite is a total impossibility. Most people will tell you you're crazy for bringing this Hest down comforter into the woods. But imagine a freezing winter night where the humidity hits 100% and a heavy mist rolls in. Standard cotton or synthetic blankets soak up that ambient moisture and turn ice cold. This blanket features a highly advanced, premium down comforter loft packed with hydrophobic duck down that repels water completely, staying dry and warm. The outer shell is wrapped in a proprietary premium quiet fabric. No annoying, plasticky crinkling sounds when you roll over. Compressed down into its compact compression sack, it delivers an unmatched luxury sleep experience for an elite camping escape. If you only camp solo with a standard compact hammock, do not touch this massive, oversized screen netting. Stringing it up makes your campsite look incredibly cluttered, And if your ridge line tension isn't absolutely perfect, the mesh will sag directly onto your face while you sleep. That giant annoyance is the OneWind Colossus hammock bug net. However, this gear is specifically engineered to solve the problem of duo or family hammock setups. It creates a massive, completely insect-free microenvironment that encloses an entire double hammock. The ultrafine no-seam mesh keeps out the smallest biting midges while allowing the summer breeze to flow perfectly. Thanks to the rugged ripstop nylon base and a thoughtful pet-friendly design, your dog can enter and exit through a lower zippered floor slot without tearing the net. Featuring 3 strategic entry doors, it lets you step out without shaking the hammock or disturbing your partner. A total lifesaver for buggy jungle environments. Talk about premium over engineering. Hauling an outdoor shelter this heavy with a massive footprint and a complex array of poles and lines means a single person trying to pitch this in a high wind will be utterly exhausted. If you just need a simple, quick pop-up roof to block the rain, bypass the Snow Peak Land Nest capsule immediately. But this is not a basic tent, it is a complete campsite upgrade for family glamping. It utilizes a proprietary high-grade waterproof fabric that handles violent storms effortlessly, combined with an aerodynamic profile that cuts through heavy winds. The interior features a highly flexible floor plan that gives a family of 6 massive room to live and breathe. The crowning jewel is the massive array of windows that flood the dome with natural light, giving you a wide-open view of the wilderness while storage pockets keep your gear perfectly organized. It brings architectural luxury into the wild. This entire setup depends entirely on an external 12 volts power supply. If you trek deep into the wilderness without hauling a heavy power station, this heated gear instantly turns into a heavy, dead sheet of plastic. Never buy the Ignik battery-powered heat collection if you are an ultralight minimalist who camps off the grid without electricity. But if you are a car camper or overlander with a robust power setup, this eco-conscious innovation completely replaces dangerous, smoky wood heaters inside a tent. This premium heated blanket and pad lineup utilizes advanced radiant heat tech, pushing out 48 watts of immediate warmth controlled by intuitive smart controllers. The entire line is crafted from 100% post-consumer recycled materials engineered to be waterproof, scratch-resistant, and completely mud-proof. Throw this over your lap, and you can comfortably sit outside in sub-zero winters. You expect this tiny, fist-sized device to magically clear a wide-open campsite of bugs? A slight breeze will blow the repellent vapor right out of the sight, leaving you completely exposed to mosquito bites. Plus, running it on maximum outdoor mode drains the battery in just a few hours. Anyone expecting a miracle shield in high winds will be let down by the FlexTail Tiny Repel. But why is this portable device a staple in every EDC gear pack? Because inside a tent, a sheltered patio, or clipped onto your pack while moving through a stagnant, buggy swamp, its dual repel technology is flawlessly effective. It establishes a highly reliable insect-free zone using heated repellent mats. The body is built to be rugged and water-resistant, integrating a beautiful adjustable lantern with multiple brightness settings and a 4,800 mAh core that can jumpstart your dead phone. It's a highly efficient 2-in-1 tool. Dropping an absolute fortune on a cooler just to hold food for a weekend campout is crazy. When fully loaded with meat and drinks, it weighs as much as a boulder and will break your back trying to lift it into a truck bed. If you only do casual afternoon picnics, this massive machine is an overpriced, over-engineered overkill. That is the Furrion E Rove Cooler. However, this isn't a basic ice chest. This is a comprehensive, heavy-duty off-grid solution powered by an advanced compressor with an iceless design. Featuring a massive high-capacity cooling interior that holds up to 72 cans, its premium lithium battery keeps things freezing cold for up to 5 days straight, and it natively supports a solar recharge hookup. It features massive, rugged off-road tires that let you roll this heavy-duty battery-powered cooler smoothly across loose sand or deep gravel. With this rig, your overlanding journeys can last weeks with fresh meat and ice-cold beer in the middle of nowhere. The rigid trapezium frame design completely limits your stroke depth when trying to saw through massive logs, The metal frame will hit the wood and trap the blade. Plus, it costs multiple times more than a generic hardware store handsaw. Skeptics will tell you this folding saw is just an overpriced tool for hikers who like to look cool on camera. You are looking at the Agawa Boreal 21 folding bow saw. But why does every elite wilderness survivalist call it the king of manual saws? Because its deployment mechanism is an engineering masterpiece. It takes exactly 3 seconds to unfold into a rigid bow saw without your fingers ever touching the dangerous blade, thanks to its automated blade tensioning system. The hard anodized aluminum frame is light yet indestructible, anchoring a Swedish steel blade that delivers incredible cutting efficiency, slicing through a thick log like hot butter. Folded flat like a simple ruler, it slips into any pack pocket. This is an indispensable survival tool. As you can see, if you ignore the flaws and use these 20 tactical and camping items in the wrong context, they are just expensive, frustrating junk. But if you deploy them correctly, they are elite, labor-saving beasts that elevate your wilderness experience. Which item from today's list surprised you the most? Drop your honest thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next gear teardown. Now, go lock in the gear that fits your journey. See you next time.